Good morning, everyone. I left my hat in my office. I didn't need it anymore. This week, today, we have line dancing in here at noon. Tonight is the last night of bingo until September. So you want to make sure that you come out and play bingo tonight. Be here and ready to play by 6:15. They start calling numbers at 6:30. On Wednesday, there was a blood drive scheduled, but it has been canceled because there was only 3 people that signed up. Um, 11 o'clock for those who have signed up and paid for the Fletcher Music and Wellness class. It's in the clubhouse at 11. On every Wednesday, until further notice at 4 p.m., we will be closing the pool down so that we can do the shock treatment on the pool, and then it will reopen on Thursday morning. This Thursday at noon here in the clubhouse, Alan Holmes will be here to present a seminar, Standing Guard, Protecting What You've Earned. And on Friday, we're going to have beer by the pool from 1 to 3. Just a reminder, next Monday we will be doing the drawing for those requesting the hurricane shelter for their animal. And also, I left my paper that she sent me, but to remind me that next Monday is Art Exchange Day in the library. If you have something that you would like to bring in so that they can exhibit in the library, just bring it in and they'll exhibit it for you. Thank you and have a
Morning,
wonderful
folks.
week all.
I have a couple of things to let you know about. First off, in November, the craft fair. Now, all the tables in the big room have been reserved, but we have 10 spaces in the craft room. So if you're thinking about getting a table, you can still do so. The date is November the 12th. Tables are $5 a piece, as always. Friday, we are reinstituting. Well, let me ask you first. How many of you remember last summer? Okay. How many remember last week? Not many. Well, let me tell you. Last summer, on the first Friday of the month, we had a food collection. You would put a sack of non-perishable stuff at the bottom of your driveway, and a volunteer will come around and collect them by 9:30 in the morning. We take all this stuff to the Parkway Food Mission or Food Bank, whatever they call it, and they are so grateful to get it. All the donations we bring them stay in Highlands County, and they feed the seniors, they feed the young mothers, they feed the kids who don't get fed at school because summer is, there's no school in the summer, so they miss out on their lunches. All it takes is for you to go into your pantry and pick out a couple of cans of soup or a box of pancake mix, some Spam or tuna or chicken. Just put it on your driveway and you will make somebody happy. Somebody besides me, by the way. And that's not a bad thing. Okay, if you would prefer to make a cash or a check donation, the check would be made out to Parkway Food Bank, and give that to Billy before Friday, and we'll take that along. And finally, the golf cart poker run next week, Wednesday evening. Now, this is run by the Diversions Committee. And how many of you, changing subject a little bit, how many of you saw that rainbow yesterday? That rainbow was brought to you by the Diversions Committee. You're welcome. The golf cart poker run starts at 6 o'clock. We need more players, and we need a couple more host people, especially one in Whistle Stop, maybe one in Big Sky. All you would do, if you're a host person, is sit out on your driveway or your porch for about 45 minutes, and as the people come to you in their golf carts, you have a deck of cards, they pick one of the cards, you mark it on their sheet, they go away. And when everybody stops coming, you can come up here for ice cream. The players assemble up here by 6 o'clock. It's going to cost you $1. We have prizes. Maybe not fabulous prizes, but for $1 you're not going to get a lot, okay? It's fun. It's a fun thing. So the sign-up sheet on the credenza for the players on one side, for the host people on the other side. And if you have any questions, I sit over there at the round table. You can find me. Thank you.
Good morning, Tanglewood friends. I am Gary Walker with the Outdoor Decorating Committee. You know, there's 3 major holidays during the year where we think about our armed forces. Armed Forces Day, and we celebrate and honor those that are actively serving. We have Veterans Day in November, when you honor our veterans. And then we have Memorial Day. And I think of some of the sayings that I've seen and read over the years. All gave some. And on Memorial Day, we honor those some that gave all. I would like to thank all of our veterans, honor all of the living veterans that are here, and the spouses that are here of a veteran that is no longer walking with us and walks among us, but has been buried and served our country. Because we have a great country. And I think back of what took place at the end of Vietnam. There were no parades, but there were people spitting on our veterans. And that really bothers me. Because of our country, because of our veterans, we have freedom. And at the entrance of coming into the clubhouse, there's 2 banners on each one with a flag draped background, the banner that says Land of the Free, and then the second banner, because of the brave veterans that live today, because of those that served over the years. We have a great country still today, and as long as we have our veterans and our armed forces, we will continue to have a great country. Would you all stand up and honor all of our veterans and give them a rounding hand? Thank you, and thank you all. It was in that spirit that last year, the Outdoor Decorating Committee, as part of what we would like to do, we have the Christmas show. And I'll tell you, our Christmas show will be different this year. Oh my goodness, I just did that. I think I've seen Donald Trump too many times on Fox, because he keeps doing that. We will have a different show this year. Last year, we used a show that we had previously had. And I took possession of it last week. We have some additional controllers, so our lights are going to be doing just a little bit more this year than what they did last year. But it was during our meetings last fall that we decided that we would try purchasing some banners. And if you recall, we had the Merry Christmas banner and the Welcome to Tanglewood banners last year, and there'll be more this year. And then we decided, well, let's put some patriotic banners up. And so we started working on that. And then we come up with the idea of, let's let the folks of Tanglewood, the residents of Tanglewood, if they'd like to, honor a veteran, a husband, a son, a grandfather, a father, whether they're living or have passed, it doesn't matter, because we want to honor those that have served this country. And so we did that. And for a fee of $40, we allowed people to order veterans banners. And I don't know what y'all think, but we've got 17 banners up right now, and as soon as more hardware comes in this coming week, there'll be 3 more up. And all 4 poles in front of the clubhouse will have banners. And right now we have 17 banners up honoring our veterans, honoring this country. I personally think they look pretty darn good, and I hope you all agree. I'd like to thank everybody that has participated. The banners, the veterans banners, patriotic banners will remain up till about mid-July. And then we will be putting back up the club banners and activity banners. that have already been purchased. And I am working on, right now, 13 additional club banners. Some of them are easy to do, some of them are a little more difficult. But I am working on them, and we'll be working on them for the next 3 weeks before we finalize the orders and get them in, so we will be able to take delivery and be able to have them up mid-July, and they will be up for a while. So, with that, thank you, everybody. And now I'm going to switch hats. As part of the Outdoor Decorating Committee, we also sponsor Tanglewood Friends. And on Friday, June 24th, from 5:30 to 9, Dan Patrick will be here. He's got a great following. We've used him before, and we really enjoy his music and his entertainment. Tickets are still $3 each. We would ask everybody to please bring a hearty appetizer or dessert to share. We will have door prizes, a 50-50, and then we've got them 4 letters, BYOB. I'm not sure what that means. So anyways, come on out and meet new friends, dance and enjoy some good food. The tickets are available from Joan Ruley and from myself, Gary Walker. I'll be here each week. Starting next week, I will have the tickets, and Joan will have them on the veranda after volleyball. And, of course, I think she has to get back from her Mexico vacation first. So anyways, you'll have a fantastic week. Thank you.
I hope y'all ready for this.
If you're not, you're going to get it anyway. Good morning, Mr. Ridley.
Good morning, sir.
Ambrose Berger from Publishers Clearinghouse. I just wonder if we've been looking for you for the last 6 months. You have won the second place prize of $450,000.
Wow.
We're trying to, do you still live in Tanglewood at whatever your address is and
Yes.
the phone number? When would you like delivery?
Immediately.
Well, I got Friday open between 2 and 6 p.m. And do you want it private or public?
I don't care. Just bring the money, man.
Well, we will be there Friday between 2 and 6 p.m. And as a further note, you know there's a certain penalty you have to pay and everything. So we're looking for $5,000
From where?
from you to accept this.
Blick up. End of conversation. Many of you remember that Neil Hayes was with us a few weeks back. And at that time, she spoke to phone calls about RRS or the FBI. Well, Tanglewood is now on the map. Many of you have received a phone call similar to what Ambrose and I attempted to portray here.
I have myself have received 2, one last week and one the week before last.
I've had one also. So guys, do not fall for this. If you got free money coming, why do you have to pay for it? Just stop and think about it. Doesn't make any sense. If it's free, send it or bring it. Or take whatever payment is due, and if it better be taxes, out before you send me my check. So we really hope that none of us bite on that. Most of the phone calls are coming out of, I believe, the 202 area code, which is up around Washington, D.C. somewhere.
Well,
So
it is a Washington, D.C. number. That's the same area code as my daughter. She lives right outside of D.C.
So just be aware, be safe. We worked hard for what we have acquired, and we don't need somebody to try to take it away from us. As Neil says, if the FBI is looking for you, they will not call first. So have a great day, guys, and enjoy it.
And another thing, when the phone number on your caller ID shows up, I've got the names are Ralph Jacobs, and Marvin Stevens. So, and they're both with a Washington, D.C. phone number.
Have a good day.
Okay. So as I said earlier, if you still need tickets for special events, you can check with Billy during the week. And also the 50th anniversary. By the way, we're up to about 10 couples and growing. So if you would like to be a part of the 50th anniversary, that doesn't mean you can't come and eat and have a good time at the night of the program. But we are looking for people who are having their 50th anniversary this particular year, from February the 28th, March the 1st to February 28th. of your anniversary year. Okay, this day in history, in 1416, a long time ago, Joan of Arc was burned at the stake, and she was just 19 years old. In 1539, Hernando de Soto started it all. He brought 600 soldiers here to Florida, and they were looking for gold. Now, if they had come a little later, they would have found a lot of golden agers, but I don't know if they would have found gold. In 1868, Memorial Day was first celebrated across the United States. And in 1958, all the unidentified World War II and Korean veterans were buried in Arlington Cemetery. If you were born this day, you share a birthday with, in 1892, of Stephen Fetchit. 1908, Mel Blanc. 1943, Gale Sayers. And in 1964, for all you country folk, Wynonna Judd. This month is Borderline Personality Disorder Month. So if you know somebody, wish them a happy month. It's also National Clean Air Month. It's National Go Fetch Month. Now that's a food drive for homeless dogs. And it's also, and this is especially for Nancy, it's National Moving Month. We don't want you to go. This week is National Old Time Player Piano Week. It's National Polka Week. It's National Mud Bug Madness Week. And it's National Tire Safety Week. And of course today is Memorial Day, but it's also the Prayer for Peace Memorial Day. It's National Mint Julep Day. And tomorrow it's No Tobacco Day. So with that in mind, let's go over to Nancy, and she's got people over there, but they've been here before. Nancy?
Yes, all month I have been sitting here with no new residents.
Haven't
So-
you got the message yet?
I took a shower and I used deodorant. So, and I did use mouthwash, so I am good. It's the other people that must have a problem.
And she is good company. Nancy, go ahead.
But anyway, if perchance there's anybody sitting here that's new that has not been visited by the Welcome Committee, please let us know, because so many people are buying and leaving right away. And even though we call you that first week, a lot of times they'll say, oh, well, I'm halfway home, or I just left, or whatever. So we'll be picking them up when they do come home. We're looking for someone who's living in Carefree and Big Sky that would like to join the Welcome Committee. I always try to have at least 2 people in each area so that when we do have a lot of new residents, I don't sick them all on one person. And with people going vacation and things, it's nice to have a backup. So if you live in Carefree or Big Sky, but I'm an equal opportunity employer. The pay is great. You get nothing. I get twice as nothing. And my secretary and treasurer and co-chair get absolutely nothing. So if you would like to volunteer for nothing, please see me. If you live in any other area, I will take you. I am not proud. I will take pretty much anybody who can walk, talk, and breathe. 42 houses have been sold so far, but I do know that a number of them have been sold and they just haven't finished closing because I've seen the signs and I haven't gotten anything. So once everything's done, because you know I keep telling you, until all the paperwork is done, the last dot is put on it and the last T is crossed, I don't get it. So remember, the coffee committee is still selling our wonderful Tanglewood mugs at cost, Tervis mugs, lifetime guarantee. That's it.
Thank you, Nance. You know, many of us throughout our younger years sold encyclopedias, we sold magazines, we sold different things that we really wish we didn't have to do, and our product was not necessarily attractive to the people that we were trying to sell things to. But to take up Nancy's point, one of the things that we've got to sell is a great community, great activities, great people. And so if you want to be a volunteer for Nancy, you've got an easy sell. And she'd appreciate it if you'd come by and volunteer to help her in meeting and greeting the new folks who come to Tanglewood. Well, don't forget, tonight is the last night of bingo. But anyway, don't forget to come because it's your last chance to cash in on some easy money until September. It's a great way to finance your summer vacation. But, you know, given that, you know, you're supposed to be very truthful on Memorial Day, I'm sure, or every other day for that matter. But that's about it today. So take part in an activity this week. Don't forget Shirley's poker run coming up next week. Make a new friend. Wave to your neighbors. That's always important. And have a great week.